going? It's Farmer Nick. Welcome back to another Farming Simulator 2019 or 19 video. Today we're back here in Flint Hills once again. Today, yeah, it is actually finally time to start planting some corn. So I've already went ahead and got the headlands done and planted to get them already done. So now we can just fire up, get our GPS course loaded back up, and we should be able to plant some corn here today. It's been a couple days since we've been able to actually do anything on the farm, but I thought we'd just speed up time and that way we could actually get going here again. So I've already went around the field twice. And that's about all, so we can be able to use the row markers and get stuff done. I think another thing we might have to do is we might have to upgrade and get a mon tank to pull behind the planter. Or a fertilizer wagon or something like this. I'll show you what I've been thinking. Go into the shop, go under sprayer outfits. So we can get this Montag 1700, what we normally use on DB60s on the servers and stuff like that. We could get that going for us. Or we could pull this fertilizer kind of tank. It's about the only options we really have in here. Or saddle tanks in the front of a tractor. What do you guys think we should do? Let me know down below. We do have a land roller and stuff like that, but I'm going to stick our row marker out. That way, when we get to the end of the field, we know where to stick our front of the nose of the tractor. When we come turn back around. Looks like there's some weeds and stuff already starting to grow back up, but I'm not too worried about them. We'll get them. Hopefully we'll, there's a special, quite an interesting mod I'm quite excited to do with. That's why I did turn weeds on this time, but I'm kind of quite excited to be able to play with this cultivator scuffler that I have. There we go. So this is episode 8, I believe, on Flint Hills today. If you guys are enjoying the video series, let me know by hitting that like button down below. Another thing I thought about doing is I might try actually live streaming on here one of these days to see if see how my internet, because my internet seems to be a lot bit better, or a bit better lately, that I can upload a video pretty quickly now. So I kind of want to give it a try and maybe do a live stream Friday night. It's either going to be on our Facebook group that is in the description, or I will do it on YouTube. I'm trying to hope and do YouTube, and then we'd be able to, hopefully by then we'd be finishing up planting soybeans, and we'll see what else we can get up to. Probably spreading fertilizer and stuff like that. But kind of behind the scenes stuff we'd mostly do in the live stream. If you guys be up to it, let me know down below. If you guys want me to give it a try. I like how the ridge marker is just kind of spinning in the air. I kind of can't wait till those case planters come out by Custom Modding. They're 3-point hitch compatible, and they're making a 16 row and a 12 row. So a lot of people, I think quite a few people in Farm Sim are pretty excited for them to come out. Usually custom moddings turn out to be pretty good. It usually takes a decent amount of time, but they usually get it to all the platforms for everyone. That way it has to go through like testing for mods with giants and stuff. That way it can get on the consoles for everyone. That way they just release it once and then everyone gets it instead of people wanting it. Because I think that's a really nice feature that giants have, that normal people, like custom modding and stuff like that, can submit mods to them and get them on their page for more the American people. Like what I said, that giants should make a European version or American version. That way you don't have all the, I don't know what you want to call it, like there's whatever you call them. I'll show you here. Which tractor, for example? The European little 4-way kind of deal things here. I'm not too sure what you call them. And I don't know, instead of the 4-ways, they got like little, I don't know what you want to call them. If anyone knows the correct name for them, leave them down below. I'm really curious to what you guys call them. But it shouldn't take us too long to plant corn. Straight sailing. We got a good sized planter here. We are 61 feet. So 60 feet, you might as well say. GPS seems to overlap quite a bit lately. Pick her up, there we go. Whip her around. So we're putting the last stage of fertilizer, I believe, on this field. Give me a second here. So that's what we got planted so far. We're going to put this one in corn as well. No, we're not putting the last stage, so we're going to have to come back and put some fertilizer. But we are getting rid of the weeds, so that's a good sign. But I think we're going to have to do some spraying for weeds one of these days here. So either we get the sprayer out or we get the old scuffler. Let me know if we should keep planting or we should probably go ahead and spray the weeds and stuff like that. I think we're going to get the crop planted because a lot of the fields, the only fields we're going to have to really worry about is the oat field and the hay field to start with for now. These other 3 fields, we should be able to get the weeds to disappear when we go ahead and plant them. The planter is kind of like a cultivator, the ones we are using right now, so it should get rid of the weeds and stuff like that for us, save us time. But it is getting to the point where it's just about summertime, and now things are going to warm up and the weeds are going to start growing on us, unfortunately. So we'll have to do a fair bit of spraying for weeds and put 28 on and stuff on the crops. Another thing is, should we put dry fertilizer on the wheat first? It's just started to sprout. Should we do that? Blast some dry fertilizer and potash and stuff on there now? Or should we go ahead and spray it on? Let me know down below what you guys want me to do on that when we get caught up here with all the planting and stuff done. Like, I want to hopefully be able to get everything planted as quick as I can, and then go ahead and get like the fertilizer, take care of the weeds and stuff, and then hopefully start making some hay, get some horses hopefully going here by just before fall here. We'll have straw. So it's basically as soon as we get the oats off and get hay made, we should be able to go ahead and start buying some horses, hopefully. Might have to sell some corn and stuff down the road. Might have to take a bit more of a loan out to make some money back, but we should be able to make quite a bit of money from selling dry corn and soybeans as soon as we can get that stuff harvested as well. Another thing is, what do you guys think about going ahead and doing some contracts? Holy smokes. We could make quite a bit of money just doing some contracts. Let me know down below if you guys think we should just maybe do some contracts one night and we'll make a bunch of money. Where's... Oh yeah, field 21. That's a big boy. But the nice thing about that is we can take our fertilizer spreader out there and we can go ahead and do that, or send a couple hired workers out. Like, we got lots of different fertilizing applicators or stuff that we can put fertilizer on with, that we would be able to just get a bunch of things going and we'd be able to get it done pretty quickly. It's just another way we could do there. Not sure once in a while why this wants to put a line here. Seems to have starting to do a little line. I'm a little confused on that part. So we got our high-speed planter here. That's why we are going 12 mile an hour right now. So we'll probably end up getting that Montag. There we go. Probably end up getting the Montag for the next video, and the next video will be probably just a time lapse of us planning field 46. So let me know down below if that's alright, or do you guys want me to just do a normal video like I've normally been doing lately, or how do you want me to go about that kind of stuff? Kind of switch it up, give it something a little, make it a little bit more interesting than me bickering or talking the whole entire thing again. But it looks like we are going to have to fill up with liquid fertilizer here again. I pretty well just about did the headland passes and then I had to fill up. So I mean, do we really need to go ahead and get the Monte, because we ain't running that big of a field where we're going through a lot of liquid fertilizer right now? But see, the next thing is, we aren't putting a stage of fertilizer down. So we don't really need to fill up a liquid fertilizer for this field. The next field, we will go through probably a decent amount of liquid fertilizer there. I don't like how Farm Sim seems to think it needs to use it when you're not putting it down. It's a little bit weird, but it is Farm Sim. I guess a bunch of people did say something about they'd be interested in the real life videos, stuff like that, so I'm going to work ahead probably later on today and get another video recorded. Then I'm going to start hopefully getting things. I'm not sure what's going to happen this weekend yet, but this weekend there might not be anything, but hopefully very soon maple syrup sap season will be starting up, and then we'll be able to get bringing tanks home and stuff like that very shortly here. This weekend might be another dull, kind of quiet weekend. I'm not too sure. I'm probably not going to post anything this weekend again as well, but we'll just have to hope for the best, and maybe I'll be able to record one day and get a bunch of stuff to make it kind of cool. We'll see. Because I think I might just kind of record all day, and then I'll just cut pieces out all day of what, you know, cut little dabs to make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. So just go up here. Turn it around. Gotta get a nice square this off from the headland. I wish there was kind of like auto row shut off or whatever you call that. Like, I wish it would kind of do that in Farm Sim a little bit better. It'd be kind of cool, like section control for sprayers and stuff like that. I think that'd be a pretty cool feature if something could happen like that. What's the old grass field saying? I guess it is on its first stage of growth, so that ain't too bad. But that's just the map of what we are doing. We're going to be hopefully running this corner here. I guess we basically pretty well are. All we got to do is buy field 27 here down the road. Keep us busy. I'm not going to fill up with liquid fertilizer. I'm just going to keep going as we are, because if we look here, we aren't putting a stage of fertilizer down, because I think do we have this field fully fertilized or not? I'm not too sure. I think we're on the second stage of fertilizer here. Yeah, because there's the third right there. So we're only on the second stage of fertilizer. We'll be able to come back and put 28 on here. So should we inject it in with the Blue Jet toolbar? I think there's a bigger one out there that we could get. Should we do that route, or should we go ahead and put it on with the sprayer? Maybe see if there's a wide drop unit I can get for the sprayer, and we'll wide drop 28 on. Could be another thing. Let me know down below what you guys think we should end up doing. It's just gonna look lighter now because we are not putting the fertilizer down. There's no point of wasting money on fertilizer if the ground is not gonna take it. All it matters is to get the seed in for us. That way we can come back and put the whole field on the same kind of fertilizer type and get it all at once. We'd be able to put a bunch of 28 on, because I think 28 will boost it up. I think it's better to give it a little bit of fertilizer, starter fertilizer. We don't use liquid, we use dry. We have a mix that we use with dry fertilizer down, we put with the corn. We usually sometimes work it ahead, but mostly we put potash and I'm not too sure what else, a mixture of stuff in the fall, and then I usually rip it under. And then in the springtime, sometimes we will go ahead and bean ground, usually we go ahead and incorporate fertilizer in again. And then when it comes for in the summertime, we usually come ahead and spray for mold. And sometimes there'll be times where we would we do usually put 28 on our corn. All of our corn usually gets 28, but the really smaller fields, I forget what you call it, but there's something that you can work on, a rhea or something, not a rhea, I don't know what it is to be exact, but there's something we put on, and then we don't have to go and touch those fields to put any extra things in with the sprayers. That field is good to just get fertilizer, and then with the planter, and away you go. Saves going with the sprayer, because the co-op usually has, like, I think they got 120 foot booms on their 2 sprayers, I believe. They got a New Holland and a Miller, I believe, around here. And then they got irrigators to apply their fertilizer, 3-wheelers and stuff like that. And then they also have fertilizer spreaders and stuff you can borrow and rent or whatever to do it yourself, or smaller people like to do that instead of get the co-op to come do it, because they got all the time. See, we like to get the co-op to come do it because it's nice and quick and easy. That way our tractors can keep moving, and we are working right behind them, and then the planter can come right behind and plant it, and then that is done. Because usually my Uncle Bob usually runs the planter. I run between running the cultivator and the rock picker now. Mostly I've been running the rock picker lately because I'm younger, and it's a little bit harder on other people's necks and stuff like that, so I usually get stuck in that. I'm pretty good at running the rock picker, so that's basically my job for now, I guess. But in the sandier ground, sometimes we do take another little cultivator that we have, and what we did last year with our new cultivator we got, we went around with the smaller cultivator, went around the outside rounds, did that with the cultivator. The older one, smaller one that we didn't want to get scratched up. That way our new one stays in good shape. We're just trying to take care of our equipment and stuff like that right now. I think this video is going to be just a bit shorter. I think I got a Zoom meeting or something I got to go jump on, but I thought I could get this done beforehand. But without further ado, if you guys did enjoy the video, please smash that thumbs up and subscribe. Turn on that post notification. Don't forget to leave a comment if you got any suggestions down below, and we will catch you tomorrow, probably with a time lapse of us hopefully getting the corn all finished up, and then we'll be able to switch over to beans. So without further ado, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.